Okay, everyone, I hope your holiday was good. Everyone had a good Christmas and all that jazz. It's been a while. It's been, busy holidays and all that kind of stuff. But anyways, this is a very interesting deck I've found. And really like it a lot. It's technically a zoo Druid deck, meaning it's not zoo properly played is not a face deck, even though a lot of people do play it like that. The thing is, it's an aggressive deck. You get on the board, keep the board in control, and then you win by obviously tempo and all that good stuff. But anyways, let's go over the list. 2 Innervates, 2 Ravens, 2 Living Roots, Sir Finley. You kind of will probably want card draw. It depends on the situation. Boo Gill Warrior, 2 Druid Savers, True Fairy Dragons, which is really good against the casting type things, mages in particular. Marco Richard, that's really good for card draw. The War Leader, Savage War, Zubat, which is actually really good in this deck. 2 Savage Combatants, 2 Swipes, 2 Azure Drakes, 2 Druid of Claws. Finja, he or she, I'm not sure if it's a male or female, is a star of this deck, especially if you can get it, the synergy and all that kind of stuff. It's just amazing. And then the Curator for card draw. So it's really good. I've had a lot of fun with this deck, and let's see if we can get some wins and grind some more of that deck. I've actually was playing before this a free-to-play account. I found a budget J Druid. I'll probably be doing that as well, and it's I went from 17 to 14 with no losses, and I was able to beat some good stuff. I was actually very surprised at it because of a Moonfire. Anyways, let's get focused on this one. Let's go ahead and queue up. Okay, we have a Mage. We're going to get rid of that. Fairy Dragon's excellent against Mage. You want your early game. War Leader's not bad. Oh, actually, good. If I have the coin, I do not. I go first, so you want Enchanted Raven, stuff like that. Living Roots is good. You don't really... Sir Finley, I don't know. I like the Druid hero power. But anyways, sorry for the small delay because what happened was I queued up with the wrong deck. I did my ramp golem Druid and I got a win. I should have actually recorded it, but I was like, nah. Anyways, so let's go ahead and since we have the mark, we're going to do this. So it's stealth. We'll be able to play a couple cards next turn, get some good buffs. This is most likely a Reno Mage. You need to be aggressive, and of course board control is very important, but we are lucky that we have Living Roots. Go face. Get rid of the ooze. Yeah, I guarantee it's a Reno Mage. They don't do well against this in my experience, because if they don't draw Reno plus Savage War plus this is a very bursty deck, so they don't do well, but it depends on his draws. 5-4 might be difficult. He might have to coin out, which he's thinking about right now, so he'll probably use a fire ball. So interesting. All right, so that is very bad. We can't trade into it. We could actually do that, but we're not going to. We could. That's not going to be good. So what we're going to do is be aggressive. He's obviously has a full board to deal with. Next turn we could do Drake, or we could do a swipe. Most likely a swipe. It depends. We need to really put pressure and go for lethal as soon as possible. Okay, so we're definitely going to have to swipe that. We can actually war, but the war is really meant for we're gonna swipe with the Curator. Too bad we don't have enough mana, but we're gonna swipe. We're gonna drop one. You know what? Let's think of this real quick. We don't have enough mana to we could obviously take it out. The swiper will only lose 1 minion though. So, and plus we could clear his board. I hate, and obviously he has to ping. Next turn we have Drake and hero power most likely, or if we get something else, we can. We need to, think about lethal as soon as possible, because the Reno decks, next turn could potentially get Reno. Let's see if we can get a good lethal coming up soon. These dragons are so awesome against, ooh, swipe. Ooh, you know what? I'll float. Alright, so we do have lethal, unless he can somehow... He might Reno. If he has Reno, it resets, obviously, and we're back to square one. But hopefully we can get the kill. It's a great deck. I really enjoy it. Alright, so that's Ice Block, unfortunately. I guarantee it. It might be... Alright, so if he doesn't have Reno, he's done. I'm pretty sure he has it. He might not have mulliganed for it, because Druids, everyone play around, what's it called, Jade Druid, so it's a slower deck, so they don't anticipate this type of bombardment. Alright, but that's not enough. Well played. Okay, let's go ahead and queue up another one. That was really good. We did get C Finja, but Finja is I'm on a winning streak. I haven't really done much standard this season. Most of my games have been on Wild. I have much better rank there, but anyways, let's go ahead and queue up. Again, I'm not going to edit out the queue because it goes pretty fast on standard. So as you can see, this is a very nice deck, very aggressive. Ooh, Shaman's going to be a very, very good test because as we all know, Shaman... You know, keeping a swipe might be very good against Shaman. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to, even though you really want early game, but against a Shaman, having a swipe, ooh, wow. Talking about early game, I have absolutely none of it. So this is horrible, horrible. We need, if this is an Aggro Shaman, it's going to be, yeah, really. With this kind of hand, I'm not going to win. If he's mid-range, I'll have a chance. Alright, so he doesn't have pirate starts. It doesn't mean it, wait, here it comes. Yeah, he's aggro. So ooh, he doesn't have pirates. Interesting. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna float him on now, but we gotta get rid of that because if he has a weapon, it's just gonna be a huge, huge issue for us. We have a horrible stop. You can beat the aggro decks and go fist to fist with them, but unfortunately they are you need a good start, and that's going to do so much damage. Okay, we're going to have to do this. Now he's going to know I'm not Jade. Ooh, you know, healing might be, actually, believe it or not, the better pick here. I know an aggro deck with healing, but with a Shaman, I need to do my best to minimize the... Okay, now this I need to get rid of this as soon as possible. Probably going to have to swipe unless I get a better choice. If I get... this deck doesn't do Wrath, so that is an issue. Well, not really an issue. It doesn't really need it. Alright, so here we need to get rid of that because it'll take away a huge amount of damage. Let's get rid of that because it's annoying. Okay, next turn we do have Druid of the Claw. They do not... Well, the 7/7 is huge, right? We could actually, could that be 4 damage? Let's see, buff, that'd be, 2, that'd be, ooh, it's not quite enough, right? 4 plus, ooh, actually it is. Like I said, you can go toe-to-toe with these guys because you have a lot of good synergy stuff, and I guarantee you he was not expecting that. Obviously, my war leader dies. That's unfortunate, but I do have a swipe to deal with that guy. Alright, so let's see. We have a taunt, but we need to... You know, he's not going to be... We need to get rid of that. We're going to float him a knob, but... we unfortunately not going to be able to take care of both of them. Yeah, I could do this, but I'm going to take a lot of damage. Oh, I forgot I don't have the Druid Hero Power. Oh, that's a misplay because I forgot I don't have the Druid Hero Power. I was going to heal power and get into it, so that is okay. I have Curator. See, I personally don't like Sir Finley in here, but it is what it is. All right, well, we're really behind now, but we do have that. If we had the good start, we might have been in this game. All right, so we refilled our hand. He's can't trade in with this, but I'm pretty sure he has a spell. We're going to have to use Druid of the Claw next. I kind of wish we got the Mage hero power personally, but our start was way too bad, guys. There's just no way for us to win this. Even with this, we can't. And not being able to get rid of that's just won him the game. Yeah, like I said, I forgot I didn't have the hero power. Anyways, there's really no point in. You can win against these decks, but it's very, very tough. Actually, there's no way because he's going to be traded into there, and then that's going to face. So, anyways, we concede. 1 win, 1 loss. It was technically a misplay on my part, but it's because I forgot about the hero power. But if I would have had the Druid hero power, I would have been able to kill that 4/3. I could have technically done the reverse where I got rid of the bigger minion, but yeah, I was hoping for a clean kill. Let's go ahead and do one more, but I'm going to go ahead and edit out the dead time. Okay, guys. Okay, Priest. So let's get rid of that. You know what? Against Priest, I'm going to keep the mark. Normally, you don't want to, unless you have a beast that you're... Okay, perfect. It worked out perfectly. You don't usually unless you have a beast, but... it's all good. With this, I'm going to actually coin out this so I could get a 5/4 and get very aggressive on board as soon as possible, even though technically that is the better play in a way. But the thing is pain. So if he pains the target, then I'm not going to be able to get any value out of it and use my mark. Anyways, so for that last game... Got a little ahead of myself. I was going to, obviously, like I said, hero power the 4/1 down, but I forgot about the hero power. I personally don't like getting Sir Finley. The only reason I used it there is because you have to keep up against an aggressive deck like the Shaman. Oh, hold on now. Let's concentrate here. We're going to do this. Now, like I said, even though you are an aggressive deck, you still need to keep the board somewhat in the beginning, and then when you start getting ahead, you really start pushing pressure. What was I going to say? Trying to concentrate here. Okay, so that's really, really good for us. That one I'm not too concerned about. What we could do is just wait. You know, I could do that and get a 1/1 on there, which is kind of nice, but I'd rather get some more value and give him a couple targets to work with. But anyways, I was saying is with the Shaman, in Pirate Warrior with this deck, you can go to toe-to-toe with them. The thing is, you do need to get your early game like we did here, right? We don't get any early game. We're going to protect our beasts. Just keep putting pressure. Next turn we do get some value from the Zubot, plus we have Savage War, so we could start pushing lethal soon. It's a very fun deck, very fun deck. The games tend to be very fast. Alright, that we might deal with actually. We'll get the buff and sacrifice our 5/2. Ooh, almost, huh?
For the wilds.
Like I said, you do need to keep the board in check. It is not a face deck. It's aggressive, but it's not face. So next turn we could potentially put a lot of damage out. Obviously, we're not going to have it. This might be Reno. I'm not sure. It's hard to say. We're going to put this. Put as much damage as we can. We need to push for lethal. gets to the point where you do have to concentrate on. Now he might death the combatant and then kill. Obviously, oh wow, that's bad actually for us. Okay, so he doesn't trade that. That's fine. Let's see. What do we have here? We're gonna have to do this. Man, this sucks because I'm not gonna be able to get through that. Actually, yes, I am.
Well played. For the wild.
I love this deck. If we would have gotten a much better start against that Shaman, we would have definitely could have had a good chance of winning. He didn't have pirate patches, so he had a disadvantage. And, oh, let's see, 459 wins. Getting there, guys, getting there. Only about 41 odd wins left. And I'm going to start increasing content, trying to get... I'll definitely play this, and plus I'm going to start showing the preview or showcasing my ramp Druid deck. I've done some changes here, trying to hopefully make it a little bit more against anti-aggro. I actually dropped a second wild growth. I put Jones, and I'm testing out the second rate bruiser there, see if he could help stabilize. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoy this, and there'll definitely be some more zoo action coming for the Druid in the near future. Bye.